Right, so that, right.
So this is public here.
So get rid of the public comment. Let me give it to you.
We are live.
But you're not voting anything.
We are live.
We're live.
Okay. Are you ready yet?
I am ready.
Okay.
Are you two ready? We're ready. Are you guys ready?
Somebody was might be ready.
I did,
Yeah. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Please rise for a pledge of allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We will have just one public comment after the public hearing.
Shall I do roll call?
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Robbins, absent. Commissioner Rushton,
Present.
Commissioner Bonnet,
Here.
Commissioner Wessel,
Here.
Commissioner Sotis Little,
Here.
Commissioner Allgaier,
Here.
Commissioner Lautner.
Present.
Thank you. So then this is the purpose of this hearing, this public hearing, is to close out of Leelanau County's MEDC CDBG CARES Act grant. Go ahead.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. In July of 2020, as part of the Federal CARES Act, Leelanau County was awarded up to $300,000 in reimbursable for units of governments and nonprofits in Leelanau County. We are not in competition with other counties or other grants. This was a reimbursement grant. And so the process that we used is I notified all of the townships, all the villages, and all the fire departments of this opportunity. Had several brainstorming sessions. We determined that the county was going to meet the guidelines and hoping to get reimbursement for COVID-related expenses. Every unit of government in the county was invited to participate, as well as nonprofits that met the criteria. So that started in July. We started the process. The deadline was December 31st of 2020. And this was a reimbursable grant, which meant the units of government had to spend the money first and then ask for reimbursement. However, we were given the flexibility of units of governments could ask in advance if their request was going to be approved. So for example, Leelanau Township, I'll use them as an example, they did not have a polycount system. They didn't want to gamble and spend the money and potentially not get reimbursed. So I was able to work out an agreement with our liaison where that person would actually notify us in advance. I would put the request in writing, the response in writing, whether it's going to be reimbursable or not. So there was no risk taken by these townships. The most proactive were the fire departments. They were extremely proactive, which is a great thing. And they received about $60,000 in equipment on top of their COVID reimbursement cost. So that was a very positive development, and they were grateful for that. So so part of the closeout grant, we have to have this public hearing, and I have to state where the funds were allocated, and then it's up to the public if they have any questions about it. So let me just go over through the list. Madam Clerk, I'll give you this list, so you don't have to worry about typing this up as I speak. So I'll just go in alphabet order. And all of these funds have been transferred into those units of government already. But the close of the grant is a mandate that we have this public hearing. So that's why we're doing this. So Bingham Township received $1,666.46. Centerville Township, $486.17. Cleveland Township, $149.40. Empire Township, $356.14. Glen Arbor Townships, $25,109.98. The Glen Lake Association, a nonprofit, $195.91. The Glen Lake Fire Department, $5,046.55. Leelanau Christian Neighbors, $5,206.23. Leelanau County, we as a county received $174,276.40. However, $86,000 is that equipment for emergency services at portable 911 unit. And we think that's going to be here shortly. So when it does come in, I'll have Matt Angel come and give a display. They said it'd be 4 to 5 months. And we got an invoice in the mail this afternoon, so I assume it's coming then. So that's a good thing. So that was part of that. But once again, we received $174,276. So all of our plexiglass, all of our signage, everything we did related to COVID was reimbursable. And we kept very good records of that. Leelanau Peninsula Economic Fund got $676. Leelanau Township got $5,250. Leelanau Township Fire Department, $10,753. Leland Township Fire Department, $11,429. The lift in Suds Bay, the youth program, got $1,340.79. The Meals on Wheels, and this is a great partnership we had, received $22,402. So all the seniors who were not maybe eligible originally, once they changed the guidelines, every meal that they spent was reimbursed for them. And that was all money in Leelanau County. That's all seniors on top of the normal distribution. These were extra meals to many other people. Suds Bay Township received $655.90. Suds Bay Fire Department, $12,468.02. And the Village of Suds Bay received $5,749.89 for total reimbursable of $283,579.78. And so we have completed the grant process. And all these units of government, last month, you were kind enough to approve the agreement that the townships and nonprofits have to sign. So once they sign, and I think almost everyone has, then we issued a check to them or did the transfer. So once again, $283,579.78. For the townships, most of it was COVID related in terms of signs, plexiglass, polycom systems, educational training for the August and November elections were covered by that. And for the nonprofits, Lyft and Leelanau Christian Neighbors, it was meal reimbursement for cost associated with meals and food. That's it.
I've got a question in regards to Leelanau County. Was part of that $174,000 allocated to our senior services department? Because I do know that they made an extra effort to go out there and deliver meals to our seniors.
I don't think because they did not pay for those meals. That food was federal donated money, so therefore this is only reimbursable items. So I don't believe so, because obviously their salaries were covered already and so forth. So I don't think they had any actual real expenses.
Added expenses other than the norm. Okay.
But the minute COVID hit, as of January 20th, I met with the clerk and the account department. We actually set up a separate account, and anything that was potentially related to COVID, we tracked separately. So once we got this grant, and once we were approved, it made it really easy for us to do the reimbursements. Mr. Soderstrom.
I just wanted to thank our administrator for the work that he did and his staff, because you were on top of this. We're one of the few counties that really applied, because you picked up on it early on and kept excellent records, and you reached out to all of the townships and others, and thank you for that effort.
Well, the one that needs a lot of things is Laurel Evans. She's probably listening in, but I had the fun part of contacting all these people. She did all the paperwork. So she did great. As you know, she's very good with numbers.
She is.
Yeah.
So,
But not all counties chose to do this, because it's part of the Community Development Block Grant, and there's a lot of requirements that go with it. And some counties looked at those requirements and said, we're not gonna do this. Fortunately, because part of it, you had to have public assessment. Fortunately, I worked with Trudy Gala and our consultant, and they were able to waive all those requirements. I'm glad we asked, because if we didn't ask, we were debating whether it's really worth pursuing this, because according to this, there's a lot of strings involved, but we were given a waiver on that. So that's why some counties chose not to participate.
Thank you.
Commissioner Alvarez, do you have?
Just wanted to say thank you and thank you to Laurel too, because hoping that she's listening.
I know she's listening. Actually, she should go before me in terms of actual work done. Because we had to get a receipt for every penny spent from every one of these units of government. And it couldn't just be a general, it had to be a detailed receipt. So at some point, about 20% of all the reimbursables will be audited. And we don't know if Leelanau County will be picked or not, but they could come to our office and say, we want to see all the receipts from Centerville Township. And we have to have them on record. So before we even assign the township any funds, we made sure they had to turn in all their receipts. And for some of them, it was more of a challenge than others. Some were a little more relaxed and informal with the receipts than other townships are. So that was the majority of the work involved.
Well, were there any comments from the public concerning this grant? And if you wanted to call in concerning it, the number would be 231-256-8109. 231-256-8109.
With the door closed, the people in the lobby can't hear if they wanted to comment on this. I don't know if we want to maybe ask them if they'd like to.
Thank you.
On the
If they only
grant.
about the grant though, not about anything else. While we're in that, there is we have about less than 100,000 that was not reimbursed. We just didn't get the request. There's a possibility that those counties that did not use their full allotment will be given special dispensation to use it this year. So that's not a confirmed thing, but we are tracking our COVID-related expenses after January 1st, just to play it safe. In the event they do make that decision, we'll be prepared.
They're okay.
So then also there would be any public comment. Is there any other public comment besides concerning the hearing?
No, it has to be on the hearing.
Okay, well, yeah, that,
For-
we have,
for this.
that's what was the purpose of the public comment. So then, any other commissioner comments? Okay, we are adjourned. Thank you.